this is the final uh, part of the game. Mostly because there's a point of no return that I am most definitely going to be hitting it up. So far I had done pretty much everything up to this point. I did miss a few items, and the Forest Folk key isn't as important as it sounds. I couldn't really find a guide on it, but there's one item that I did not obtain that I'm gonna go and see if I can locate it real quick. There is an item that, ironically, will allow you to see hidden things, but only if you discover where the hidden item is. So it's kind of funny because in From Software's fashion, you get rewarded by doing a thing that allows you to do it. Now, there is a little bit of a trick to this, and I actually got the item and I was using it in the last playthrough, which is that King's Map. So we're going to use it to locate the item and hopefully not spend too much time. Now, I had passed over this area, and it's mostly because I don't really feel the need to seek out every secret in the game, just enough to get all the items that are required to make the game easier, I guess. Now, I did not miss any of the items. I had actually located a lot of Muse armor set pieces by, hearing it and seeing it, so it wasn't like a big mystery. So, that's good to know. And I do intend on playing until I finish the game, or if I feel like I can't finish it, it will be tomorrow. Of course, that wouldn't really matter, at least not for you guys, because you might be seeing this in the future or whatever. And depending how long it takes me to upload it, So, somewhere in this area of the game is going to be the item. I think I see it. I'm pretty sure it's that, weird looking room. Maybe. Let's see if there's any other, offshoots that might potentially be it. I think that's Muse armor on the left. Yeah, let's go ahead and try to get to that weird, sundial looking kind of room. Or a cog. I think it's closer to a cog. And I think it's because I might have seen it at one point. And I didn't know what to do with it. Yeah, okay. So we need to figure out how to get to this room. Okay, there looks like to be some stairs. We would need to go back into the other room, go upstairs. But I thought I already did it. Which, ironically, this item, if we got it, we would be able to locate where it's at, which is completely not the point here. Is there a staircase? Yes. Yeah, I didn't come into this part. I might have looked at it and didn't really do anything with it. Or it's a bow. I'm gonna back up. Okay, so this is not the room I thought it was gonna be. pickaxe. Huh. Okay, so it's not there. Wait. I see something kind of interesting. You see that? There's like an upstairs part up the right there. Alright, so that's kind of back over here. Okay. That's where it was. I found a completely different secret. I think this is the item I was looking for. Muse Necklace. Ancient powers help aid one in exploration. This would have been really helpful. Who are you and why are you doing here? These arrows are magic, only I have it. Oh wait, this is the... Oh, this is the shopkeeper guy. It's been a while since I've last seen him. Yeah, go ahead and give me those arrows. Which means he had this powerful, like, artifact. Now, I guess I could just leave it on. Doesn't really hurt any to have it, you know? I'm going to collect all of Muse's armor pieces. Also, I had learned that this enemy over here, the skull, is literally just skull. That's a fun fact for you. So, if we wanted to explore and find any more like secrets, we could use this amulet to locate it. Alright. Been teasing long enough. We can actually get to the gauntlet. Now, that's not to say I can't come back. There is a point of no return. And I will point it out, just in case anyone wants to play this. And as long as you don't do the... I mean, you wouldn't be able to save anyways, so it doesn't really matter. I think the player's guide, though, I got the official one. I don't know where necessarily I found it. Probably like archive.org. It has a lot of information that the game just doesn't really like list. And there might be a manual that might be important. Which is another thing that you can find online if you look for it. Kind of a weird room. We're going even deeper into the earth. And we got more ancient armor. So this armor, not really all that useful because it like reduced my speed, but I think there might be a property to it that if you were to wear all of them, it can actually be really beneficial. And unfortunately, I'm not the kind of person to really like spend a lot of time to figure that out. Okay. We got friends. So, I mentioned last episode that I was going to go see a movie. It was Suzume, and I actually got to watch it. I just came home from it, and it's a really good movie. If you ever get a chance to... Oh, it's the Altar of Water. This is the thing that I collected but didn't know what to use it on. Oh, I didn't fill up my... Well, that's okay. I don't think I'm gonna need that vial filled up. I mean, I could probably take the minute to go and fill up because this is my last area of the game. You know what? Let's go ahead and will be right back so that I have full health and ready to tackle the challenges. Alright, so I'm back, picked up the healing item, and I'm ready to get back to it. So, this area I read was the jail, and I guess this is kind of where they kept prisoners and stuff. Hence the name. I probably should throw on the amulet. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. But I kind of want to talk about a little bit about my feelings of what I had of this game, playing it again. I would have to say that going through this one more time has been very informative. Not as difficult as I remembered, but that's probably because I already knew what to expect and not as... I guess the mystery is kind of gone too, because I knew what to see. And unfortunately, if you watch my whole thing, this heals body injuries gradually, I mean, that's kind of a neat thing. I probably will throw that on when I get to the actual part. Unfortunately, I feel that the combat and the pacing of the game, it's not gonna be something I would be like playing all the time. And that doesn't necessarily mean that like games are bad because they don't have thousands of hours of content that, you know, has to be a second life. I feel like a lot of games try to do that, and they suffer because they kind of miss the purity that can come from developing a game really well. This game's all about feel and just enjoying a completely new world that isn't really bounded by previous tropes or, you know, what makes, you know, it just kind of does its own thing. And I really appreciate it, because this game came out about the same time as like other action RPGs were starting to get really big. Oh, which key is this? It is the jail key. Alright, I guess that's important. Like, I think of Oblivion being one of the other games that this game had to like compete against. And, you know, I would take this game over that just because of what it has to offer. Now, does that mean that Oblivion and the Elder Scrolls series games is bad? No, I actually think they have really interesting lore and has its own thing to offer. It's just, this game just focuses on what it does really well. And I don't know, I think about this game a lot more than, like, say, Skyrim or Oblivion. Morrowind makes me think, but that's just because it had such an excellent world that they had crafted. And the reason why I'm making this comparison is that I've been listening a lot to this podcast about how Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim were created by, I think it was the Partisan. I just wanted something to listen to while I was work, and it was like this, you know, 9-hour-long video for most of his stuff. And it's just, it avoided a lot of the pitfalls of the game. There's like hardly any bugs that I notice, and this game is like barely being able to run on an emulator, as is, and I'm just grateful that the people who have worked on emulation were able to make this work. Oh yeah, the music's getting more sinister. This is also the same reason why I'm excited to play something like, what do we call it? Lunacid. Yeah, that's the game that this game had inspired in creating, but also Shadow Tower Abyss, which I found out is got a lot of similarities to this game. Now, I don't think I'm ready to play another Kingsfield game right this second, just because I'm kind of enjoying this, but I am getting a little fatigued on doing this particular genre at the moment. But it's okay. I will get around to doing another version of this, and maybe some of the other games. So, we just entered whatever was in the jail, and this feels, I guess, a type of hell. It's gloomy, it's old. If I remember, I think this area was once a battlefield where they fought against the Dark Ones, or the Dark Folk. I think I might have missed one of Mew's armor. I know there's 2 more pieces that I need to get. But I might actually uncover it as I play, because I didn't really hear the sound effect when I went into the different parts. But you know what I can do is I can use the King's map real quick and... oh man. Zoom out just a bit. I'm like in a different, like, it's not even loading the previous map. Show me the enemies though. That's interesting. Oh, you know what? I haven't equipped Mew's necklace. That might help. This final part actually reminds me of another game, and if I ever get around to Quest 64, I will talk about that. I think it fell in a spot that I can't really get to it. Ah. Neat. I don't think I've ever found this piece. Which means the Wanden's in here, but why would I need something like this? There isn't going to be a warp stone to use it on. Ooh, I will take that though. One thing I do know about this game does really, really well is the music. I will occasionally pull up some Kingsfield music just so that to get that vibe going. Not sure why I'm in here. Scatter about. Some like dark magic. You know, I could hold on to this as like a magic healing item, but look how many mushrooms I have. 23. Oh, I got a lot of new magics I can use. Now, if you go back up to the center tower, you can actually see how many torches are lit. And that's kind of like your magic counter. Did I, like... Yeah, there's a new magic in here. What did I get? Remedy. Pure water recovers body injuries or anomalies. Okay, finally. And then... Drifting Death adds greater power of darkness to moisture in the air, generating a mist of darkness. I think that's what I picked up. Cool. I feel like I've heard that like sound, that clanking in like GoldenEye before. He's gonna let me through here. Will not open. Alright. I guess I go down here. I hear one of Mew's armor pieces. You know, I think what I would like to see is a return to this game and maybe apply some of the things that they've learned from, like, Elden Ring. You know, I really like this dense, interconnected kind of world. What kind of shield is that? Chaos Shield, an unholy shield imbued with the soul of a demon that sacrifices mind for dark attributes. Sounds cool, but I don't think I need it. Mostly because I'm going to be unlocking a new armor piece really soon. It might even be the shield. I think the sound is actually coming in from over here. Yep. Which I think this piece of equipment might be stronger than that demon shield. Yep. The ultimate shield spoken in legends, designed and forged by the master craftsman. So, something that needs to be said about Mew is that I think I read somewhere that he was the general that originally sealed off, or the hero that like sealed the darkness the first time, but in his trying to conquer the darkness, he was eventually consumed by it, and I think he might even show up as an enemy. Basically, the whole Berserk kind of story, and we're the ones that were gonna pick up his mantle to finish the job. I don't think I actually picked up all of the Mew's armor just because I was under level, but now I'm just like over leveled simply by just playing the game. Alright, so this is not the way. I'm just kind of like making sure I didn't miss anything. But I think one problem that can come from like a game like this is that the first time I played this game, it was really easy to get lost and turn around, and if you didn't have the right key, because you notice there's a lot of key puzzles. And if you just happen to just look the wrong way, you might get stuck. Ah, right. I need to go around the rubble. But, you know, it's funny because Metroid Prime is another game that I really enjoy, and it has a very similar like lock and key thing, but your keys are actually just the power-ups you get. That would be a fun game to play again. I kind of wish I had a capture card, but I'll probably make something work. And who are you? Forest Warriors. Banquet after a long silence. Oh, he's moving fast. Can I, like, get on your left butt cheek? Oh, that hurts a lot. Let's use one of these. Oh, he's got some cool magic. Oh, that's large range. I just realized the Moonlight Sword slashes upward, whereas like that Venom blade had like a sideways cut, or the Tri-Blade. Okay, I guess it's time to use one of these. Yep. Pull away. Punk. You know, I'm getting a little bit of like Artorias vibes from him, like just the corrupted knight. Level up, and he had the last wand. Alright. That's funny. Wonder what that opened up. I don't think that was Mew. Mostly because his armor's been scattered about, which means he perished. And I don't think he traded it for, you know, whatever armor he was wearing. I think that was the key to moving... Oh, okay, we got a trap. I was kind of hoping for a shortcut. Yeah, alright, so we can go further in. So I got all 5 magical guide stones and wands, which, again, there's not really a whole lot that I'm going to be using that for. I'm getting turned around. Go ahead and save, just so we don't have to do that again. I might have to make one more trip to the healing thing before I go to the final area of the game. But something tells me I probably don't have to worry about it. But I think I want to be on the safe side because the game has killed me multiple times. Did that dog, like, one of the heads died but not the whole body? That's kind of sad. Alright. dogs definitely got more ruthless in the later games. Oh, there's one of the Guardians. Also, I like how there's like a body of a dragon here. Oh, it's another one of those demons. The one that, like, annihilated me. I'm not really fond of having to fight this guy again. Oh, that was nice, and it dropped some dark magic. Cool. Oh, I hear it. The thing that I'm looking for. Maybe this is why I never found all the armor pieces. I was too much of a coward. Just kind of seeing if he dropped another crystal. Well, let's go ahead and learn the Dark Crystal and kind of check out the abilities I got. Got Dark Matter, Sphere of Darkness, forms, explodes on contact, drifting death, invoke lightning. That's kind of cool. We got a vortex, pillar of water. There it is. Alright, this is him. This is Lord Mew. The ultimate armor spoken by legends. And I am completely decked out. Yep. Technically the necklace isn't part of the set, but, you know. And then there's this blade. What is this? Scorpion. Cursed sword that poisons both the user and victim. No. I don't really want to use that. Alright, so we're gonna head back. I'm gonna get more healing water. I will do that off screen. And you know what? I'll just continue the recording from this point right here where this is, so just give me a second. Alright, I am back. So something I also want to kind of add to my critique of this game is that it's pretty slow. And I think you can tell from the way game is that that's not necessarily a bad thing, because the game is designed around it, and the enemies are just as awkward to fight back. Oh, we got a whole bunch of headstones here. Praise the darkness is the truth. Okay, so all these are going to be just praise the darkness, isn't it? Also, I noticed when I saved it one last time, this was called the old battlefield. So that's kind of neat. The light shines upon all. Keep the light away. Well, I think that's a hint. So, we'll try using this. No, that's not it. What about just attacking it? Oh! How did I blind this so badly? Oh, it is dark in here. Okay, I'm using Divine Light. And it's just pitch black in here. Nobody may pass here until the Dark One awakens. Oh, okay. Well, I am the light that pierces the darkness. I don't know where she went. I'm so glad I got my healing stuff up. Oh, this is brutal. Okay. We're finally allowed in. We're gonna finally do what we came here to do. Altar of Darkness. So we've seen a bunch of altars, and they all require an icon or an idol. Well, I guess we did it. And yet, we continue to go deeper. That was the point of no return. Also, I love the fact that they're calling back to the original song. So, at this point, there's not really anything for us to do but to make it to the end. We got some goopy, horrible monstrosities. Out of my way. Oh, this is not the way I thought it would need to go. Alright. It's like some sort of abyss. Ah, man, I'm just getting stuck on everything, aren't I? Oh, that's not good. So, really, this is just gotta survive. There's no need to fight, they'll just drain your health. Man, they hurt a lot. Alright. Oh, that's cool. Like that. Don't exactly like the flying creatures. I've never liked flying creatures, especially in a game like this. Yeah. Now, I don't know if you can beat this game without the Moonlight Greatsword. I feel like that just wouldn't really fit it. You seek the dark too? No, I seek to end you. Whatever you are. Can't use it. I guess I'm out of MP? Alright. So we fell down. Man, they hurt a lot. Where's the way? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I do appreciate the fact that From Software tried to change how this boss fight is from all the other enemies that we took on. It's not really all that interesting. It kind of reminds me of the Quake boss, where you just have to flip some switches and it's over. Or one of the Quake bosses. Unfortunately, I don't really know a whole lot about this one or the Dark one. And there we go. Game is over. The darkness that had covered the skies for countless years has finally ebbed into nothingness. Oh, whoops, couldn't finish it. The scars of the eons of the Dark Dominion will eventually heal, but the comfort of the sunshine is more immediately felt by all. The cursed land that has been cast into the abyss, forever sealed by the strength of the forest. Ballads of the ancient king and his mythic sword shall be sung by all worthy souls for ages to come. And there we go. That is Kingsfield 4, the ancient city. The game was about 20 hours long, give or take a couple hours. You can take a look at the series and minus all the parts I skipped out, but overall, a really solid entry and an excellent way to end the series. Unfortunately, I think the sound is way louder than me. I'm just gonna turn this down just a bit. Just so that I can actually talk over the sound. But, yeah. Oh, there's the all players. That's me. Now, if you're wondering if there's an after credits anything, there really isn't. And, well, that's it. There's not really anything beyond that. You beat the game and it's done. And I really do appreciate if you had followed this whole series from the beginning or at whatever part you decided to join me with. I will think of the next game I'm going to play, but really I'm just really glad that I got to play this gem of a game. It's not often that you get to play something like this, and thanks to current technology, I'm just really grateful that um, this is even possible. You know, one of the sad things about as time marches forward is that things get lost. Uh, Computers are going to continue to improve and get better, but there's an era of gaming that is slowly disappearing because of companies and not renewing IPs that are hoarding IPs or just straight up are missing. And preservation like this is super important. Now, I do own the game. I have the disc, but because the system that I have isn't really functional, I'm just. It's really great that I can actually do this. And really, I really hope to play more games like this. I want to dig and look for games that are um, not as frequently played as much. Because me, I grew up in the 90s and I played a lot of N64 games. Which now, I mean, looking back at it, that's almost 20 years. So that's kind of why I started to play a game like this. And there will be more games that I will play. So I'm not going to spend too much time here. It's a great game. If you don't have the chance to play it, at least you can see just a little bit of what From Software did before they got as big as they are. And I really hope that From Software continues to grow big. I would love them to visit Kingsfield again. But from what I read from the interviews, is the one who created this game just isn't working at From Software anymore. So, in his honor and respect, we're probably not going to see another game like this. At least not by From Software in its current state. But you never know. And I really do appreciate the fact that From Software, um, throughout the years, have always appreciated the work that their previous predecessors had. That they really wanted to capture that spirit of adventure and mystery and adventuring in a dark world, but there's always that hope. And you don't really get that kind of respect outside of a couple of other companies. In a way, From Software is the Nintendo of Sony. And I know that sounds like a weird phrase, but let me explain. Nintendo, the people who founded that company founded a lot of great IPs like Zelda, Mario, and all these other games, and they've always built upon that. And even though I don't follow Nintendo as much as I used to, I still respect the work that they've done. And occasionally, from time to time, we get great games from them as well. And so the fact that From Software is still trying to keep that our identity, even in 2023, that's an accomplishment. And I really do hope that From Software doesn't change. It probably will as people come and go in the company, but um, that's really a discussion for another time. So, thank you for watching again. I will see you next time.